Holly McKhann here with Jonathan Lightfoot, city planner from the city of San Clemente here in June of 2025. And I'm excited to introduce him to you and let you know a little bit about what his role is with the city and what's going on in the city right now. So Jonathan, welcome and thanks for being here.
Thanks, Holly. Thanks for having me. I am the city planner here for the city of San Clemente. What that means is that I and a team of staff take a look at any of the new developments or businesses, especially on the private side, so privately owned properties that are looking to change or redevelop their properties and work them through the city's process for that. The city of San Clemente, like most cities, has some things that we look at, like here's the type of businesses that are allowed in certain areas, what they can, how they could build out, the style of architecture in some cases. So we help walk them through that process. And in some cases, they would go for a review with our planning commission or city council, but our planning division really is the liaison for those property owners as they go through that.
Very nice. And it helps them along the way and so they don't show up at planning commission or city council with all the wrong stuff. You help them in advance to get it as right and correct as possible.
Yes, everyone knows there's a lot of different regulations, especially in the state of California. And so we have that to work with along with the local expectation of how things would look or what types of businesses, again, go in what location. So we just help them navigate that. And sometimes even from the beginning, even before they may be considering moving to San Clemente. And so we can help them look at what would be a good location to pursue, what are some properties that might make sense.
Very good. So I'm excited to ask you right out the gate here about something I heard about, but the redevelopment of the movie theater and what's going in there. Announce it.
Yeah. So the former Krikorian Theater, which is off Camino de los Mares in San Clemente on the north side of San Clemente, has been vacant since the COVID era. So we've been looking for something new there for a while. We've had a couple different proposals, but the property owner wasn't able to land a final tenant until recently. And so we had a proposal to convert that space into a bowling alley. They had some challenges there because I'm sure all of you have been to a theater. You walk in and a lot of times there's a slope, and that's the case in that space. They had to think through how could that be repurposed and what's the type of work that would have to go into that before a different user could come in.
Yeah.
But we're definitely excited for this use. It's both a bowling alley and entertainment center, and we've heard from the community for a while that there's a gap in that space. So this particular business had to get what's called a use permit. So they go to the planning commission for that. And we heard from a number of people in the public that they're excited that they no longer have to drive to Irvine or Lake Forest or Mission Viejo to go bowling and have a good time with their family. So that'll fill an important need here in San Clemente.
That's exciting. Fill the bowling needs of the town.
Yes.
I love it though. Yeah,
Exactly.
It'll be really fun to have because it is far to drive to a bowling alley. So also, is the miniature golf course, was that under your assistance at all?
Yeah, it's related. So that was two parts. So we reviewed the use, but they also got a lease agreement from the city council because that particular business is going to be on city-owned property at the Vista Hermosa Sports Park.
Okay.
So they started there and got an agreement with the city council and then moved forward. And the same with the bowling alley, just gets reviewed for what's the times of operation and traffic and parking and all those different things that the city would look at. So that's going to be right at Vista Hermosa and La Pata, that Vista Hermosa Sports Park in the middle near some soccer fields. They are working on their construction drawings and expecting to open early next year is what I'm hearing.
I get really excited about that as a San Clemente resident, that we're going to have bowling and entertainment center and mini golf. The mini golf concept sounded super cool with all the local theme stuff. It's not a generic mini golf course. It's going to be really cool.
Yes.
So what else is happening that might be noteworthy and worth mentioning with development?
Yeah, there's always new applications that come in. One of the things maybe that might be worth noting is our city council recently has taken an interest in the hotels because we are going to be a host city for the 2028 Olympics with surfing coming to Trestles on our southern border. And it's known that San Clemente doesn't have a lot of hotel rooms. And so that's going to be an exercise that we begin to undertake is where else could we potentially change our zoning or allow for consideration of those types of properties. so that we can be a better host to people who want to stay here. And even aside from the Olympics, we have a lot of wedding venues. We have things that people want to be here, and people who live here can't even have family really stay locally at too many options. So we're looking at, how are some ways that we can increase the options for people to come and enjoy our beautiful town.
Well, and how far along is the hotel that's going to be on Avenida Del Mar?
Yeah.
Where is that in the process? I assume that's not in your, is that part of your jurisdiction?
Yeah, so it is something that we reviewed. So that one
okay.
Was approved by the city through the Planning Commission not long ago. This is the San Clemente Hotel on Avenida Del Mar, on the 200 block of Del Mar, with about 40 rooms, I believe is what that will look like. And the city approved it, but in our instance, we have City of San Clemente is a coastal city. So there's a state agency that also has to review certain projects that are close to the coast. That's the California Coastal Commission. So we've remained in contact with that project applicant, and their project has been deemed complete by Coastal Commission staff. So now they need to get onto a hearing before they will be kind of to the finish line, the final finish line.
So it's in the works. It's close.
In the works. They're expecting to submit their construction drawings this year, and hopefully even start construction by the end of the year, assuming no hiccups with the coastal.
That would be such a fun hotel to have, because it's like walking distance to the pier, walking distance. I mean, it's going to have a restaurant in it, right?
Yes.
So that would be a wonderful addition to the town.
And we've all stayed at hotels, and when you stay at a hotel, you're not looking to cook at home, right? So that's just going to be instant business, also support for our existing business community downtown on Del Mar. Those people will be going there to shop and eat and spend money locally.
Love that. Or are there any other projects that you would like to talk about?
Well, on that front, there actually is one other hotel project that is in the works that should be going to our Planning Commission. So if anyone's interested in this topic, they can come out and talk about that. We're looking for that to be at one of our July meetings, and that's a hotel that is at the corner of Pico and El Camino Real in North Beach. And that would be a hotel that has a little over 100 rooms with some undergrounded parking. And so that's right across from our North Beach area with the train station and the casino, and so that'll be a new amenity that helps to serve that area.
That would be fabulous. So, well, that's great. Anything else you'd like to mention before we sign off here?
Well, I would just say, we here at the city are always open and happy to have these types of conversations. If there's new properties that or questions about what can I do with my property, we have a public counter here at the City Hall, which is right off of Avenida Pico, and so we meet with people face to face. We also are happy to set up remote meetings and things of that sort too, if there's any questions. And we work with our chamber, Downtown Business Association. So if you know those folks better, by all means get connected through them to get patched through to us. We're always happy to get connected.
Look how friendly and approachable. So easy, huh?
Doing my best.
Well, thank you so much for all your time. We really appreciate it. And there you have the latest scoop on the upcoming exciting developments here in San Clemente. Thanks, Jonathan.
Thanks, Holly.
Make sure you subscribe for more great local San Clemente content.